It was crazy. Yeah, it started very, it was amazing how it started. It just kind of happened organically and turned into this thing where it turned into 65 straight days of singing. We had one of the worst lockdowns in the Western world. My daughters didn't walk out of our building for 45 straight days. We weren't allowed to go outside for exercising or anything else. So when the lockdown hit there, it was serious. And you could look out your balcony and see people across the street and stuff. We were waving to each other, but it kind of felt like you're almost in prison, really. It was like you weren't allowed to go out, you couldn't do anything. And then every night at 8 p.m., everybody would come out on the balconies and clap for all the healthcare workers and all the frontline workers and everything. And first night, kind of got caught up in it and just belted out a couple notes. I may have had some wine at the time, and that became a theme for the entirety of the lockdown. And then, my wife said to me the next day, she goes, why don't you actually sing a full song? I'm like, really, you think so? I'm like, I don't want to make this about me. And she goes, no, like people need something in entertainment. I'm like, all right. So I went out there, I sang it, and got a response, and they started chanting otra, otra, like another, and completely caught me off guard. And third night, kind of sang this really classical piece. It was like golf clap, and I went to bed that night like feeling like I'd let them all down. So the next day I said, all right, I completely dismantled all of my entertainment system, put all the speakers and stuff out on the balcony, went with a full backing track and sang Nessun Dorma, the big track that everybody knows. And my 11-year-old daughter went out on the balcony and filmed it. My wife posted it, and then it just went nuts from there. So. But it was fun. It was tough. 65 straight days, man. I was not prepared for I didn't even know I knew 65 songs, quite frankly. Thankfully for my wife, who just kept warning me. She's like, look, you got to plan. Like we need to get schedules out, and you need to like put what you know and what you can learn and everything else, and finding backing tracks and things like on YouTube, and then it went on, and then thankfully they announced in the paper that the clapping at 8 o'clock was going to end. And basically, I was very relieved. It was announced on Friday, and it was going to come till Sunday. There's my buddy right here. And then on the final Sunday, we put actually a big banner out on the balcony saying that, it's going to end on Sunday. And when the doors opened up for the final day, you could just hear the clapping outside and all the crowds, and went out, and it was really emotional. It was an amazing experience. And then the cops showed up and shut me down. So yeah. So I kind of feel like a rock star because I got shut down for singing opera. Like who gets the cops called on them? But so it was a nice final end because the cops just came to the door and they said, you cannot do this anymore. There's too many people gathering, and so that was it. It was done.
Little U2 moment there, huh?
Little
They're
U2.
shutting us down now.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well. So it actually made me feel good because it was just like a finality to it. It was like they said, like, you cannot do this. I remember the guy when he was walking out, he just looked at me one more time. He's like, no mas, like, right, like no more. And I said, that's fine. I didn't offer up that I've been doing it for 64 days straight before that, but so it was good though. And the next day I get this message, hey, just saw you on Good Morning America. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then more messages came in, and so that was pretty cool.
Can we get a Go Devils?
Go Devils, go!
Thanks, Gus.
What do you think?
That's awesome.